Hello, guys, and welcome back to a Dazod 500. Well, I guess by the time you're watching this, it will be a video, not a live stream necessarily, but I am live streaming right now, and I'm going to tell the people who decide to join, um, who I think should go on the Canadian money. I got some coins, which it's not gonna really be important. I just figured, why not get some? Then I got a $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, a $50 bill, and a $100 bill. And I'm going to say who should go on it and not who is on it. I already made a video about who's on it and why they are on it. This will be a video on why I think other people should be on it instead. Okay, I'm just telling people that I'm streaming. All right, here we go. We got some people in here, so we might as well start the video. Everyone who I think should go on the Canadian money. We're going to start off with the coins, who on the coins is currently the queen on every coin you find. I don't know if you can see that very well. This is a quarter on the loonies. Queen is kind of fading on the loonies and the toonies and stuff. Yeah. But the queen is currently on the coins, and I actually agree with the, I guess, government's choice to. Oh, hello. Um, we're going to be talking about the people on the Canadian money and why I think they shouldn't and should be on the Canadian money. I'm going to change my own opinions to this. We're currently talking about the coins right now. With Queen Elizabeth on it. And I do agree with, I guess, maybe the government's choice who puts them on the money. I'm not entirely sure, but I do agree with the government's choice of putting of the monarch, the reigning monarch on it. So basically, technically, when you get some coins, I don't know where you get the coins, but you would be getting the king nowadays, not the queen. But so I guess people in the future will be like collecting the coins with the queen on it. But yeah, now it's just if you have a king, that'd be rare. Don't spend it. Where in the future, if you have a king, it's just normal. Don't spend your queens, which is pretty weird. Uh, so yeah, I agree with the government's choice, putting the Queen or King of England on the coins. What do you guys think? In the live stream, in the comments when when the stream becomes a video, do you guys think that the monarch of England should be on the coins? I am personally in favor of this, and if it was up to me, who goes on the coins, the Queen and the King of England will definitely be going on the money. Yeah. I mean, we are my reason. Well, we are part of their Commonwealth. We need to emphasize that in some way. We can't just say, "Oh yeah, we're part of the Commonwealth," but then do nothing to symbolize the Queen, nothing to symbolize the King here on our money. So I guess maybe the $20 bill is a step too far. The coins, I think, are perfect. They're the perfect way to emphasize the part that we are part of the monarchy. We are part of Britain. It's a perfect way to emphasize that. But the $20 bill, I think, should go to an actual Canadian. Ball sex. We need to put the Zod on the Canadian dollar bill. You are absolutely correct. We definitely need me on the Canadian dollar bill by tomorrow. Tomorrow, I should be on the $100 bill, personally. Yeah, $100 bill, Zod 500. Let's go. Definitely. Yeah, so the monarch of England will be on the coins, and I think that is good. Moving on to the $5 bill now. Currently, I don't know if you guys are going to recognize this guy. The $5 bill is currently occupied by Sir Wilfrid Laurier, the 7th Prime Minister of Canada, who served between He's the reason I got good grades in history class. No way, actually, that's crazy. So yeah, Wilfrid Laurier, 1896 to 1911, not 17th, the 7th Prime Minister of Canada. Do I agree with his placing on the $5 bill? $5 bill? $5 bill. I'm not entirely sure about $5 bill. Um, I actually I know I'm not gonna put him on the $5 bill. I came up with this list pre-recording. So yeah, Wilfrid Laurier I think should go off the $5 bill. My reason being, he's just too influential to be on something as minuscule as a $5 bill. $10 bill, Viola Desmond, I think she should go on the $5 bill. I think Viola Desmond should be represented on the money since we don't want McDonald on the money for some reason. Desmond, I think, should be on the $5 bill because that is a better way to represent someone like Viola Desmond. And for Wilfrid Laurier, someone who did arguably more contributions to Canada than Desmond, arguably, I think Laurier, Viola Desmond needs to be on a dollar bill no matter what. Yeah, I do agree. I just think the $10 bill maybe is a step too far. I think $5 bill is a little more fitting for Viola Desmond. What do you guys think? $5 bill, Viola Desmond, not Wilfrid Laurier. Desmond on the $5 bill. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to get some hate for that. I don't know. Personally, I think Laurier doesn't really fit. I mean, maybe for 2013 when he was issued on the $5 bill, maybe, yeah, then he kind of fit. Now, I don't know. I think Viola Desmond should be on the $5 bill. $10 bill, I think is a step too far. I do think Desmond should be on money. I don't think the $10 bill is good. Sure, yeah, you guys want to take off McDonald's, okay, yeah, erase the nation's history, whatever. But the $10 bill, I don't know. I think that's maybe a step too far, guys. I don't know. $10 bill here. Speaking of whom, Viola Desmond. Terry Fox on the $10 bill. That's an interesting take. I actually hadn't thought of that, but that makes a little more sense. We should talk about the incredibly obscure single dollar bill from like 120 years ago. Yes, exactly. The $1 bill of Canada from, I think it was the Queen on it. So it wasn't exactly 120 years ago, but it was a long, long time ago before I was born, surely before maybe you guys were born as well. But we're talking about the money now. If I was talking about who should go on the money back then, $1 bill, who would I put on the $1 bill? Maybe someone like sorta like 0.5 influential. Oh, maybe like freaking Louis Saint Laurent maybe for $1 bill. $10 bill is currently Viola Desmond. Do I support Desmond over McDonald? Yes, here's the thing. I think McDonald should be on money, but I think Desmond should also be on money. That's the thing. It goes both ways. I know it's only one or the other. Who do I choose? I guess I have to choose Desmond. And the $2 bill. Yes, the $2 bill as well. Both if it was the Queen, actually. So I'm pretty sure they actually replaced the bills with the coins. I'm not entirely sure. I do prefer coins. I do. Desmond, I think, in my list, obviously, she goes in the $5 bill. Who goes in the $10 bill? Laurier. So it's just a little switch between Laurier and Desmond. What do you guys think? Laurier on the $10 bill. In my opinion, I think that's fine. I think Desmond should be on money, but not something big like the $10 bill. $10 bill isn't necessarily big, but is there a $1,000 bill? There used to be. You're not tripping. There used to be a $1,000 bill in like the 50s or the 40s. I think the Queen was on that. So yeah, there is pictures of a $1,000 bill. They're not in circulation anymore though. The highest is 100. And yes, so now we are 3 bills away. We have the $20 bill. I think out of all of our Monopoly money here, I do think that the best color would probably be the $20 bill. $50 bill does give it a run for its money, but the $20 bill, I think the type of green that they use looks absolutely brilliant. I like all the money colors here. It's a good mix, but I just think the $20 bill just looks that much more interesting. I think that should be the word. And on it, I love the red $50 bill. Yeah, the $50 bill. I'm just gonna show the back of it. The $50 bill. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's brighter on camera. The $50 bill. It looks pretty good. $20, $50. Who wins? Well, actually, maybe it's not as easy as I thought. But yeah, back to the $20 bill. Queen is on it. For now, on the $20 bills, usually it's the queen. Usually, if you pull out a $20 bill out of your wallet or something, it'll be the queen. Not anymore though. 6th of May, 2023, when the king gets coronated. Trudeau, the prime minister, he says, "Oh no, no more queen on the $20 bill. We got the king now." Nope, $10 bill is the best color. That's debatable. That is definitely debatable. It's debatable. So yeah, Trudeau says, king on money, queen off money, essentially. And so it's going to be the king. I think, no, I don't. I mean, back to what I said earlier, the money has the monarch on it. I am completely and utterly fine with that. I think that is something we need to emphasize our ties to the Commonwealth, but a $20 bill as well, that's a bit too far. I've been trying to think for the last couple of days, who the hell goes on this $20 bill? Which Prime Minister of Canada goes on the $20 bill? I've been thinking. None of them. I don't think any of them really should have the honor of the $20 bill. I mean, there's two with more, obviously, but the $20 bill, I think someone else has to go on that who wasn't a Prime Minister. I say George Brown. I know many of you guys are going to be like, what? George who? George Brown who? Who's that? Sounds like a British guy. And to be fair, yeah, he was a British guy technically, but he was born here. He ran in the election of 1867 as the Liberal leader. He was a founding father of Canada. That's why I think he should be on the $20 bill. If we want to take off McDonald, okay, fine, but we need some founding father on here. George Brown is the perfect founding father to put on the money. And you guys are going to be like, George Brown who? I don't know this guy. I don't think he should be on our money if I don't know him. But I'm sure you guys didn't know about Robert Borden until just the other day. So, and maybe we should say that way, by the way. I don't really hate Sir Robert Borden. The king is going to pass in like less than a decade. We should wait for a younger king to switch the bills. Yes. The King Charles III, he got diagnosed with cancer. I don't think this guy's going to live till 2030. And if he does, how old would he be? Like 90? Like, he's pretty old. I think King Charles III is going to die in a couple of years. He already announced he was going to abdicate. I think instead of wasting our money putting someone on the money, we should keep the queen, because we're not switching to George Brown. Let's be honest. Keep the queen until King Charles III either officially abdicates or dies for Prince Harry, to go on the $20 bill for when he's coronated. We need cultural icons on our money too, not just politicians. Okay, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but if we're talking about contributions to Canada, I think most of them have been politicians. I know Terry Fox obviously is a big one, but the thing is, we only have $5 bills, and most of them have to be politicians. A $5 bill I said was I don't actually remember now that I think about it. $5 bill I said Desmond. $10 bill Laurier. You know, so politicians and cultural icons. I do agree. If there was a $6 bill, like the $25 bill, which I'm in favor of, I think there should be a $25 bill. I think Terry Fox should go on it. $50 bill. The 10th Prime Minister of Canada, Sir William Lyon Mackenzie King, served in the aftermath and the start of the Great Depression, served during World War II. Absolutely important guy in Canadian history. To not put him on money is a crime. If someone decides to take off Mackenzie King off of the money, they should go straight to jail. And I don't think Mackenzie King should go off the money. In fact, I don't think he's going to move anywhere. Mackenzie King stays on the 50. What do you guys think about that? Cultural icons is, yeah, they should be someone who contribute to the development of Canada. That's true. I can see both sides of the issue. Um, Terry Fox is probably the only cultural icon, and Viola Desmond that should go on money. Or Terry Fox is a contender to go on money. I guess the reason why he's not is because, well, he died too recently. I know 40 years ago. Oh, well, it's not recent at all. When it comes to putting someone on money, it kind of is. Let's be honest. 40 years is kind of recent. Um, he did definitely contribute a little bit to the development of Canada. So I think that's fine. But most of the people who contributed to the development of Canada were politicians. That's just the matter of the fact. And that's why I think Laurier, George Brown, who was a meh kind of politician, he was off and on and off and on, and Mackenzie King so far should go on money. If there was a $25 bill, I would still put Terry Fox on that because he kind of did something towards cancer research. Every year there's a Terry Fox walk at schools. Of course, there's the Terry Fox walk. Most people do. And yeah, it's just to raise awareness for cancer, which I think is a noble cause and development. Neil McClung, Oscar Peterson, someone from the group of 7. No, definitely not. And with that, we move on to the $100 bill with my least favorite Canadian Prime Minister on it, Robert Borden. Robert Borden, why do I hate him so much? Oh, I don't know, maybe because he was anti-free speech. If you want me to elaborate, I will not, but you can search up. During World War One, he signed the War Measures Act. Let soldiers sleep in your house, let government own your property, restricted speech about the war, which I know what Wilson did in the States. Do people like Wilson in the States? Not really. So what? He gave women the right to vote. So anyone else could have done that. If Robert Borden was a conservative, if Wilson in the United States could do it as a liberal, anyone could have done that. I would have done that. If I was alive back then, I would have gave women the right to vote. Borden didn't do crap to Canada, and I think he was crap, just like the color of this bill. Borden off the money on the $100 bill. Lester B. Pearson, the guy who brought in the flag, the guy who brought in healthcare, the guy who he was the missile guy for the Cold War. Pearson absolutely deserves to be on the $100 bill. I don't care what you say about Borden. He will never be liked by this guy. Borden. Absolutely hate him. So what do you guys think? I don't know. Live chat, comments. $100 bill should be a bright yellowish orange. Yes. I think this brownish color here looks disgusting. So it should be definitely a brighter yellowish orange than whatever we got now. You have a serious hate on for Robert Borden. I'm surprised most people don't. I'm surprised people like Borden. I'm genuinely surprised that there are people in the world that are like, oh yeah, Robert Borden, he was one of the best prime ministers. Yeah, I don't like the color of $100 bill. I'm surprised there are people who do. If there is anyone who likes the $100 bill, you're kind of weird. Yeah, so I might just end the video here. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think should be on the money? On the coins, the $5, the $10? Who do you guys think should go on the money? I just gave you mine. I say Desmond on the Monarch on the coins, Desmond on the 5, Laurier on the 10, Brown on the 20, King on the 50, and Pearson on the 100. Why is Pearson not on the 100? I don't know. I don't know why Pearson's not on the 100. He should. He should be. He's not. I'll give a minute for some questions, for some opinions. Actually, wait, I have an old fake $5 bill that I created when I was in elementary. Let me dig that up real quick. Sure, yeah, I'll wait for that. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. A fake $5 bill. Yeah, you don't really see many fake $5 bills. Or actually, maybe you do. Like, at least the ones made by elementary schools or elementary school children, because you know those ones probably suck. Maybe I should do it. Well, what color should each of the bills be? I'm fine with the colors, except for the 100. I think maybe the 50. They all look good. I would only change the 100 to a different color. The rest of them I'm absolutely fine with. I think the colors also create an easier queue to see. I found it. I had an RCMP member and an Albertan mountain range. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like I know you're from Alberta, which is probably why um you probably created it this way. But yeah, that's really interesting. An RCMP member. Hmm. 'Cause yeah, the RCMP is pretty important to Canada. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an RCMP member on a $5 bill. Yeah, there it's on the back of the bills, the landscape. For Desmond, or it came even out entirely the landscape. I believe this is a ship. It's like space on the $5 bill. Not entirely sure what this is. Niagara Falls, Mount Logan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's very interesting. Instead of, I don't know, this poor like 3-year old, maybe like 7-year old actually, working in the factory. All right, yeah. Now I think about it, the dollar bills could be coordinated with province and the diverse landscape. That is interesting. Yeah, like if say British Columbia were to produce a $5 bill, maybe British Columbia's landscape would be on the five. That's interesting. That's an actually good idea. I think the government should implement that because that's really interesting. Maybe that's something that should be stopped being federally controlled and start being provincially controlled. And I guess since it is provincially controlled, they get to choose who's on the bills. But I think we should keep having one unified currency, and only the back of the dollar bill changes depending on where it's going. Any questions or opinions, and I'll end the live stream soon because I just gave you my opinions on who should be on the Canadian dollar bills, and I will dream about them getting implemented because the chances that they do are small. I'm not saying the chances that Laurier going on the 10 and Desmond going on the 5 is small. I'm saying George Brown on the 20 is small. That's probably really small. And the sentiment for Borden, as much as I hate him, I don't think people are going to want to get him off because of his contributions to Canada. Maybe his dumbass foreign policy contributions to Canada. All right. Doesn't seem like we're gonna have anything else. So I might end the live stream here. Thank you guys for popping your head-ins. And for a recap on the coins, it shows the American part of the moon land. It's the American part of the moon landing. I figured. Like obviously we never went to the moon. Now the Canadian contributions. I know. It's obviously we didn't go to the moon. I'm just figuring maybe it wasn't real. Like they were just drawing it up, which sounds dumb in retrospect. But yeah, so on the coins, I think the Monarch should stay. On the $5 bill, this should be Viola Desmond instead of Laurier. $10 bill, Laurier instead of Desmond. We contributed way more than the states. That's that's something you can argue. You can argue with that point. I don't know if I 100% agree with that. I definitely will have to read into it a little bit more. $20 bill should be George Brown instead of the Queen. 50. It's actually kind of like Braille. I didn't know there was Braille in the money. The Eagle was Canadian technology as well as those space arm thingies. Interesting. The Eagle and the ship. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe we did. That's interesting. Yeah, so the $50 bill should stay king, and the $100 bill, instead of Borden, should be Lester B. Pearson. So, yeah, I'm going to live stream here. Thank you guys for popping your head ins, leaving your opinions throughout the live stream. I wish you a very good night, a very good day, a very good whatever you are. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.